Good evening and welcome back to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. I am indeed your host, Lakeisha McKnight. Glad to be here tonight, and it's a wonderful, wonderful evening. It's about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, May 23rd. I'm here actually in Norfolk, Virginia this time around. And I'm excited to be here. Now, if you're new to the podcast, remember this is a media outlet for the 501c3 nonprofit organization entitled Women of Elevation Career Services International. That's actually based in Chesapeake, Virginia. And so, again, thank you for being here. The podcast, the nonprofit, we're here to empower women like yourself with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate. So I want to encourage you to visit our website to learn more beyond just listening in tonight, okay? So the website address is www.womenofelevation.com. So thank you so much for being here. Now, if you are new with this platform, there is a chat feature that allows me to engage with you. So if you are live, if you're listening in while I'm chatting live right now, feel free to chime in and say, hey, Lakeisha, it's such and such from such and such, right? So indicate your name and where you're listening in from. And I may even just give you a little bit of a shout out while we're here live on the platform. So once again, thank you so much for being here. Now, throughout the year, we have 3 focus areas that we provide for those who are connected. We have a focus area of creating, one for relating, and the other for elevating. So the first 4 months of the year, we focus on helping you to create products and services and launch businesses. That's what we help you to do at the top of the year. And then the next 4 months, we focus on relationship building. So those are personal and professional relationships we help you to build. And during the first 2 months of this particular focus area, we're actually looking at personal relationships. Personal relationships, yes, that's right. And then for July and August, we focus on professional relationships. And then we have a culmination of different things that happen. We have a telesummit that's going to be happening in July that's going to lead into the live seminar that's going to take place in August. Okay, so we're excited about that. We do have some information in place. Registration has not begun for the telesummit just yet, nor the business seminar. We are going to begin that early this time around, because we want to make sure you get locked in. Okay. So again, thank you so much for being plugged in. We're going to dive right into the topic area tonight. We try to make these as engaging as possible. We connect the podcast along with my personal profile on Facebook, as well as the Women of Elevation community group. So if you want to get connected to me, feel free to do so. It's www.facebook.com/L McKnight Speaks. And so that's my personal profile link. Now, you spell McKnight by actually typing in McKnight. So it'll be L McKnight Speaks with an S on the end, okay? So again, thank you so much for being connected. Now, if you want to search for the group, the community group on Facebook, you simply go to the search function on Facebook and enter in Women of Elevation. And when you enter in Women of Elevation, it should pop up. It's a group, okay? And once you request to join, we will let you into the group, and you can begin to dialogue and engage with us there. Okay. So thank you so much for being connected. Now, you probably saw the title of this episode, and it's one that's interesting to me. I would love your input if you're listening in live. If not, of course, we'll catch you in on Facebook. But here's the deal. Okay. What does dating look like in 2017? I am curious as to what your thoughts are. Even in the comments area, let me know what your thoughts are about what dating looks like in 2017. I'm going to give you my perspective. And then, of course, whether live or while you're listening into the replay, let me know what your thoughts are about dating. What I've seen is that courting period used to be called courting, but people don't call it courting anymore either. Maybe the older generation does, but the younger generation, they don't call it courting. They just say they're going out, hanging out with such and such, right? Or they don't even say they're going out on a date. They're just going out to the movies or wherever they're going to go. So they don't even use the word dating anymore. to be honest with you. You don't even really hear that amongst the younger generation. All right. But dating just really looks like, they may go to the movies together. They may go out to eat. And sometimes it's not even a romantic restaurant in some cases. They just going out to get something, picking something up. They may head back to the house. And unfortunately, nowadays, the first or even the second date ends up with both the individuals in bed with one another. Let's just be honest. And that's what I see. Okay, that's what I see with most relationships now. Depending on what your beliefs are, you might do some things a little bit different. I know for me, nah, that did not happen the first date. Okay, we went out, we had a movie, went out to eat, and it was a clean night. We said bye-bye, adios, I'll see you the next day. We may even spoke on the phone for like another hour or two, even after the date was over. And that's because of just, when you're in love with someone, my goodness, it's different. It's different. And so, yeah. It's, dating, it's like night and day. I would love to hear what a date looks like now from people who are in their 20s. And I'm going to probably post that on my wall. I would love to learn from the 20s to those who are in maybe their late 30s, maybe 40s. I would love to know what a date looks like from generation to generation, just to do a little bit of a comparison. So depending on where you're listening in from or what your age range is, go ahead and share with me in the comments area what you perceive, what you see dating as. Okay, in your generation. I would love to hear about that from you. But this is what dating looks like. It's really not, they don't really put a whole bunch of effort into it. With the younger generation, those are in their 20s or even late teens, they don't put any effort into it. More effort, I think, is placed into it maybe in the 30s and 40s. And definitely in the 50s, they put more effort into the dating process because they're later on in life and they're like, okay, they need to make sure that this is it because they're not trying to date like 50 million people before finding the one. They need to find the one like ASAP. So again, I just want to say thank you so very much for those listening in. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. to talk more about dating. Ooh, yes. We're going to talk about what a great dating night would look like. I'm curious. I'm going to do some research to find out what some people have done. I might even share some examples that some people give. But what does a typical evening or date look like? All right. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Lakeisha McKnight is here. I'm tuning out. Remember to come back here tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. But we're here to give you and to provide you with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate. Take care.